Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Exciting! You guys sent this over. This is Sonu Nigam singing live in Dubai in like tiny studio, like acoustic-like environment.
I've been obsessed with music lately. I don't know why.
Yes.
I've been actually actively asking you guys for Sonu Nigam live video.
This you came and delivered basically.
And there's like a violinist. You should put the video on
Yes.
so people know. It's like a violinist, very attractive. Who to me looks like. Where's your second leg?
She is tucked in. It's tucked in. Can you see the bar here? She's probably using
Not
it
that it
as
matters, but I'm
anchoring.
just saying. And then there's the pianist, and then Sonu.
And look at the whole aesthetic of the studio.
Give it a
It's
watch.
pretty cool. I'm expecting it to be quite dry, given the environment, right?
Very long performance. We're obviously not
Yes.
going to check out the whole thing, but if you would like us to check out more songs, do let us know.
Okay.
Is it time? Right.
It is time, sir. Come on, he was just talking.
It's just different levels to the game.
And what a magical mixture of instruments, right? So like there's no shebang. It's just him. He is the shebang. He is the wow factor of it all. And the cool aspect of it, of his singing technique, right, is that it's so modulated. Like he really understands like volume and air control and breathing techniques that just amplify the melody in one singing phrase, because the singing phrases aren't, they're sustained notes, right? And it's towards the ending of the phrase that he takes artistic liberties and he makes it something resembling another instrument. But to be completely honest, he could sing one note straight, and with just the breath and volume modulation,
Yep.
you could have a magical performance.
That's why I like him.
And I think he understands that better than anyone else that I have seen live.
It's really cool, and
Yeah.
it's so awesome as well. So in his longevity and his career, obviously we don't know all of his songs, and we don't know all of his music.
He
But,
has to have really long discography though.
but since we did that Bollywood a classic podcast, seeing how much he came up and how much people were like, you have to listen in the early 2000s some of his work. But yeah, that's a fucking wonderful intro. Go on.
बात करो या गाऊं? बात नहीं. पहले गाना.
And that violinist is good looking.
She's gorgeous.
1, 2.
Oh, and he's directing too. Come on.
Yeah, I guess that's the only difficulty of the choice of instruments is maybe.
Yeah.
सब तैयार है ना? प्यार से एक दूसरे को देखने के लिए.
He is so involved though.
Don't stop playing. 3, 4. छूकर मेरे मन को किया तूने.
What the fuck, that guy's so confident, dude.
He is so like he's so in his element.
मौसम लगे प्यारा जग सारा.
Woo! That's what I like him.
को किया तूने.
So soothing, what the fuck.
मेरे भाई लोग हैं वहाँ पे, कैलाश चंदानी और सारे भाई लोग. Cheers. And everybody cheers and welcome to this first live streamed
That's sick.
concert that I've ever done in my life.
Oh
Must
wow!
have been like 2020. Yeah, it's
2020. It's like his first ever online concert, or like streamed.
I mean, not first ever, but definitely.
He just said it. He's the first ever. He just said first ever.
And everybody cheers and welcome to this first live streamed concert that I've ever done in my life. Yeah.
The first ever
From
concert that I've ever done in my life.
That's not what he said.
That's what he said. Listen.
Streamed concert that I've ever done in my life. from the violin.
Oh, that's mad.
तुझो कहे जीवन भर
Oh, what a voice though.
तेरे लिए मैं गाऊं, तेरे लिए मैं गाऊं गीत तेरे बोलों पे
Wow, there's the note
लिखता
accuracy.
चला जाऊं, लिखता चला जाऊं मेरे गीतों में तुझे ढूंढे जग सारा छूकर मेरे मन को किया तूने क्या इशारा. This is also sending my love to Dada Sarashi. I hope you're watching this.
Bro, I think 500,000 people watch this.
ओ छूकर मेरे मन को किया तूने क्या इशारा. ठीक सब गाओ. बदला ये मौसम लगे प्यारा जग सारा छूकर
it's just absolutely
मेरे मन
fantastic.
को किया तूने क्या इशारा.
Such a tease.
I hope आवाज ठीक आ रही है. टेलीकास्ट ठीक हो रहा है. पहली बार कर रहे हैं हम लोग. It's something that we haven't attempted before, so I hope there are no glitches. Welcome everyone.
Wow.
I'll sing more songs and then we'll talk.
The fuck, dude.
Crazy.
You guys
dog,
were saying, I mean,
crazy.
the bit that you guys sent us was like, you have to look at that intro. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're here for. But I would love to check out more sort of bits and bobs of this. It's really intriguing with Sonu because you can notice in moments like, you know, halfway through where he is, you know, so sort of confident and comfortable, regardless of the you know, what would you call it, new experience of what it is to do sort of live streams. It is quite a daunting experience, and it's also bizarre because there's so many technicalities available, and he is involved, and he is part of this generation of this is fucking
Live
weird.
music first and foremost.
Exactly. Like, you know, 90s and 2000s is the pinnacle of live stage and live music. Technology hadn't evolved to that moment,
Yes.
to that stage that is at now. So it's so cool to see, obviously, artists of his pedigree and his experience embody this type of things. But you can just tell there's just different levels to this fucking game. This guy's confidence and comfort
लिखता चला जाऊं
and awareness is ridiculous.
लिखता चला जाऊं मेरे गीतों में तुझे ढूंढे जग सारा छूकर.
I was going to ask you, most of the time he breathes through his mouth,
Yeah.
but in specific moments, perhaps in the most difficult singing phrases, he inhales through his nose.
No, I think it's the phrases where he ends in a specific note and the next singing phrase is in the same note. Instead of having to reset your larynx, you breathe through your nose.
We saw Arijit do this for the first, well, not for the first time, but that's the first time ballet's really clicked with her.
Yeah, but he does it too because I think a lot of the modulation itself also comes down through the nose quite often.
Right.
So you have this opportunity to not have to shift your larynx when you take a breath, which you can. Is still breathing through your mouth. You can still maintain the positioning of the larynx to start in the same note that you left off, but I think it is more efficient to breathe through the nose. It's the harder technique though, and I think it comes from classical singing training, not the Western sense of music singing training, because it's there is a specific modulation that comes with breathing through the nose, because the larynx are actually quite set in, similar to twang. So this area here of your cheekbones is quite open. So instead of breathing through your mouth, you're breathing through the nose, but this is already set in a specific position.
Right.
So
much more efficient.
Yeah, so it's like maintaining it all, and you're feeling the air towards your chest instead of into your tummy, like how you usually would if you breathe through your mouth. It's just interesting techniques to me. They're so effective though, and then you see the way that he modulates the volume because of the breath control,
Right.
and not because he is decided to adjust volume, but because he is adjusting the breath flow within the singing phrase. It's pretty dope.
Also, the intriguing part as well is we were just checking out sort of singers with this whole idea of like auto-tune off, auto-tune on, or post-production and then pre-post-production, a cappella kind of settings. And he does seem to be one of some of these purists, artists that really do like getting raw whatever they got in the moment. That's what you get to hear. It doesn't matter if it's saturated, it doesn't matter if there is speaking, it doesn't matter if it may not be as a continuous experience. That's live music, and that's why we enjoy this aspect and this type of videos much more than even not some of the studio versions.
I actually do. I think that what's more admirable rather than the singing itself is the behavior that he's displaying in this particular like setting. Because you only have two instruments, and there's not a lot of shebang happening when it comes to production. So it's all down to the personality. It's all down to the performance itself. And in this type of like intimate performances, you have to carry a different type of confidence, a different type of like intimate connection with the people, as if you were talking one-to-one to somebody.
Yeah.
Because the if it's too big, if the personality is too big, then you lose the connection with the audience,
Yeah.
especially when it's through a live stream like this.
I love that intro.
I love it
Genuinely.
too.
Let us
He's
know if you'd like us to
fantastic.
check out something else, or I'm craving live performances from India, so please let me know what live performances we have not seen that are mind blowing. I'm sure there's many more that we haven't seen.
Plenty.
So let us know, and thanks so much for watching.
Okay.